Mama! Oh. Hello, welcome to day 2 post-op. It's really hard to set up the camera and walk out and walk back. Alright, what is up you guys? It is day 2 post-op and the pain's ramping up today, not gonna lie. It's mainly surgical site pain. I think they've done 2 keyholes and then 1 bigger incision in the inside of my knee. And it's literally just those areas that I'm feeling the pain. They got me on endone, Panamax, and meloxicam. But apart from that, in terms of like mental state, I feel quite fine. Since I'm not as mobile because of the pain and the surgery, I need a lot of help with a lot of things. At first I thought I'd be quite okay, but like, I feel like I'm a liability. Even just grabbing water, it takes so much longer for me to do it now compared to before. But super fortunate because my girlfriend as well as my mom are here to sort of help me with the early stage of rehab.
To advise, you know, you can fully weight bear, but you need to be locked in extension in that brace for the first 6 weeks.
Oh, it's such a big scar.
I'm gonna have a cool scar now.
Oh, I don't know if you call it cool.
With your chain and bald head.
That's a huge scar. Damn. That's the size of my finger span. So I'm at a point where I cannot even sort of raise my leg or kick my leg out to sit down because of all the swelling inside my leg. And even if I try as hard as I can, I can't do it.
And Mars Ray, Jizzy Lee, Flow Guilty. 笑容六位数 I don't do no real shit It costs more than your diamond I quite feel the shit You see we are here 就代表你们会倒霉给你半追悼会和你下次演出背靠背我穿一身黑参加你的葬礼再放你的音乐气氛乌烟瘴气 Flow 没创意押韵像在放屁我吐下 humble sweat 对 haters 产生抗体你玩的手段太过卑鄙爱装无辜装委屈你力气就能翻牌咒怨我埋伏在你的棺材周边红点瞄准靶心射向你的招牌臭脸做头等舱来我让你做后备箱滚在后备箱冷足够给你的臭嘴降温你特冷输冷酷而且还特冷装纯这首是报应是烙印是你不能遮的伤痕 FLOW 你该学学不知装模作样站在台上 check check rap money
Got some goodies.
Yeah. If you ever feel upset, when nothing go right, go left. Follow your feet, go here, watch your step. You got the moves that are skin like summer, and you know I got it if you want it. It's smooth, butterflies in my stomach. Well, you know I hate it, that I love it. Yeah, what's your budget? Cause we want above it. Wait, I wanna feel it, never wanna numb it. Dang, I'm thoroughbred, pure-blooded, always up to something. So when you come by, undress, unwind, keep your face toward the sunshine.
So as you can tell, I have a ice machine. I was in need of one to help reduce the swelling in my knee, and I actually found a brand called Cryo Remedy online that was willing to help me out in terms of giving me a bit of a discount to their ice machine. And this video isn't sponsored, by the way. It's been super helpful in terms of just helping manage my swelling. The main thing I like about it is the fact that I can keep the ice inside for like 8 hours and it'll still stay cold. Changing ice and swapping out the water, I would say, takes the longest time. And so being able to keep the ice in there for long periods of time is a bit of a game changer, to be honest. It's good because it does the ice as well as compression, so it helps sort of pump the swelling back towards your heart. I use this guy like 3-4 times a day.
넌 언제나 내게 새로운 걸 보여줘서 대신할 수 없어 다른 어떤 것도 yeah. Let me teach you baby 나의 모든 걸 너의 마음에 담아.
So today is day 5 post-surgery, and it's really hard to film if you can't get around. At least if you want multiple shots. But today I would say is the first day where things have sort of started to make a turn for the better. I still can't really turn on my quads that well, just with all the swelling and just the surgery that happened. I've been using my groin muscles, so my adductors, to sort of help me get around. And I would say today is the first day where I can sort of walk a bit more normally. The one thing I've noticed, not on my left side but on my right side, is how fatigued my right glute is. I in essence have to do a single leg squat to get up and to get down wherever I go, and put all my weight on my right leg when I'm using my crutches to get around, and it's taking a toll on my glute, I gotta say. I was actually pretty surprised as to how big the cut was. My impression was it would be sort of the size of your kneecap, so sort of this big, but it's at least the sticker they've used to cover the site is pretty long, so not that it really matters to me, I'm just curious to see how big the cut is. When I first knew that I was going to be in a brace for 6 weeks, I was like, oh sweet, I get 6 weeks to just do everything that I want to do, that I've sort of been neglecting or putting off, and just tick off all my admin work. But I've sort of like put the recovery to the side, which isn't the best, so I've sort of had to put the admin stuff on hold and focus more on the recovery, because the first bit of recovery is super important in terms of just laying down a good foundation, allowing the scar to heal, regaining my range of motion, all those sort of things. And so my mind's just like, go, 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 I want to get this done, I want to get that done, but sort of have to pull myself back and just focus on the recovery, which has been the biggest challenge, I gotta say. Past couple days has been just resting, rehabbing, and eating as much food as I can. And in terms of the early phase, there are a few rehab goals that I'm trying to tackle. Firstly is the swelling. So with any knee surgery, there will be a bit of swelling, and there's a decent bit of swelling in mine. I'd say we grade it in terms of a grade 0 to a grade 3. Grade 0 is no swelling, grade 3 is like the most swelling. I'm at a grade 3. Main thing for that is just icing and elevating and compressing, which I've been doing with the ice machine that I have. Second big thing is getting the quads firing. And so with any knee surgery, your quads will lag a little bit in terms of activation. That's compounded by the swelling. And so main thing with that is just doing your quad sets, using your electrical stimulation to sort of nudge the quads to help them fire and assist them better. And thirdly is increasing my weight bearing status. So initially I was non-weight bearing for the first day, and slowly the goal is by the end of this week to be full weight bearing. And so I'm sort of at like 70% right now, sort of increasing it day by day just to make sure that the knee's accommodating and able to tolerate the load. And I think the most important part is just the consistency of it all. Trying to develop a routine where I can get as much touch points throughout the day so I can keep nudging the needle in the right direction, so to speak.
Rap money, rap check, drain dead, yeah. You're not a rapper, you a hater, made me sick, sick. Flow guilty, can't nobody hold me down. Flow guilty, can't nobody hold me down.